Hicks Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Football Team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll set up a throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be Washington Football now with a 1st and 10. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Eagles first down.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
24-yard line.
Second and 11. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
A 3-yard.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it. But the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Hilton, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hilton. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense...
It got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And it's complete. Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles get a score closer.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a handoff working right. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will get the lead up to 14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And it's third.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. They'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he has now gotten into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Take it in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Another run here with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, It almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. That's what we are.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
At the 40-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Switch. Time go. 19, Tiger.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He was brought down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And Washington has taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
The Eagles
Smart quarterback.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down now, Hilton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
And it's third down.
Now back to throw. Caught left side by Hilton, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a give, right side. Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 39 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
You got nothing. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. First downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
At the 13-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On the tackle.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He Splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Washington, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.